Hi guys, welcome to another video from Little Too Simple. This video is about the fascinating story of a mobile gaming phenomenon that captured the hearts of millions around the world. Join us as we explore the rise and fall of Angry Birds, the addictive game that once took the world by storm. Angry Birds was developed by Rovio Entertainment, a Finnish game development company founded in 2003 by three individuals: Niklas Head, Jarno Vakevainen, and Kim Dykert. For many years, Rovio experienced moderate success but hadn't quite struck gold with a breakout hit. They worked on multiple projects ranging from educational games to casual titles, but none of them achieved the level of success they aspired to. By 2009, Rovio had developed 50 different games with little to no success. However, in 2009, Rovio stumbled upon an idea that would change the course of their history. For their 51st title, the team brainstormed the concept of a game that involved flinging birds at structures, an idea inspired by a sketch of wingless birds drawn by Jaakko Isalo, one of Rovio's game designers. The simple yet intriguing idea became the foundation for what would eventually become Angry Birds. Rovio began developing the game with a focus on intuitive controls, addictive gameplay, and vibrant visuals. They wanted to create an experience that would be accessible to everyone, from casual gamers to hardcore enthusiasts. In December 2009, Rovio released Angry Birds on the iOS platform, initially as a paid game. The game quickly gained traction and garnered positive reviews, captivating players with its unique blend of physics-based gameplay and charming characters. But the real explosion came with the release of a free ad-supported version, which spread like wildfire and allowed Angry Birds to reach a global audience. With innovative slingshot mechanics and clever level design, Angry Birds became an instant hit. It soared to the top of the charts, securing millions of downloads and captivating players worldwide. Even Rovio hadn't anticipated this level of success. As per Rovio's then CMO Peter Vesterbacka, Angry Birds was truly a labor of love for us. We knew we had something special, but we could never have predicted how massive it would become. Once Rovio realized its true potential, they doubled down, expanding Angry Birds through sequels, spin-offs, merchandise, and even movies. But as you will see later in this video, this laser focus on one game not only worked wonders in the short term but also contributed to the downfall of Angry Birds and Rovio Entertainment. Riding high on success, Rovio spread the Angry Birds franchise across every platform and media form possible. Merchandise flooded store shelves, plush toys, clothing, accessories, quickly becoming a cultural phenomenon. Rovio also produced animated series, movies, and even built Angry Birds theme parks, further boosting their revenues. But, as the elders say, nothing in this world is permanent, pun intended. Rovio Entertainment went public with its IPO on September 29, 2017. The IPO raised massive funds and valued the company at approximately $1 billion, making it one of Finland's largest IPOs at the time. The success wasn't surprising. Rovio had carefully built hype before the IPO, especially with the massive box office success of the Angry Birds movie, 2016. But as you may have guessed from the title, this IPO represented the peak. Rovio's journey has only been downhill since then. Most analysts cite many reasons for the decline, but one major cause stands out. After the huge success of the original game, Rovio shifted their strategy from innovation to aggressive monetization. Instead of building new and innovative games, they leaned heavily into merchandise, sequels, spin-offs, licensing deals. It's natural for successful franchises to expand, but Rovio's over-reliance on milking the Angry Birds IP was risky. The market became saturated. Too many Angry Birds products, too many spin-off games, too many sequels with too little innovation. As a result, fans became fatigued. Engagement declined. The franchise lost its novelty. Meanwhile, Rovio wasn't investing enough into creating new gaming experiences, making them overly dependent on a single brand. And when the hype began fading, Rovio had no strong new titles to fall back on. This became one of their biggest strategic mistakes. Interestingly, Rovio had proven before Angry Birds that they could create successful games. For example, they released Bounce in 2008, a puzzle platformer that gained popularity on older mobile devices. But post-Angry Birds, Rovio failed to launch any engaging or successful titles, largely because their attention was fixated on squeezing as much money as possible out of the Angry Birds franchise. After the massive success of the first Angry Birds movie, Rovio released the Angry Birds Movie 2 in 2019. While it saw moderate success, it didn't rejuvenate the gaming franchise the way the first movie did. By this time, The novelty had worn off. Competition among animated films had increased. The franchise lacked freshness. No prizes for guessing the tiny influence the MCU and other cinematic universes had in overshadowing our Angry Birds cinematic universe. Pun intended. Every successful mobile game goes through a predictable life cycle. 1. Launch. 2. Mass adoption. 3. Peak active users. 4. Decline. We've seen this with Temple Run, Candy Crush, Clash of Clans, and many more. Angry Birds followed the same path. At its peak, over 4.5 billion downloads, over 200 million monthly active users. Rovio should have realized the game had matured and started planning for what comes next. They did realize the peak had passed, but their response was a blunder. In an attempt to shift focus to newer titles, Rovio removed the original Angry Birds game from the App Store and Play Store. This had unintended consequences. Longtime fans were disappointed. Nostalgia value was lost. New players couldn't access the classic. Other games tried, and failed, to fill the void. While Rovio's intention was understandable, it created a major disconnect with the community. Eventually, after massive backlash, Rovio re-released the original Angry Birds, acknowledging their mistake. This incident taught them a valuable lesson about balancing innovation with preserving what made the brand iconic in the first place. We are not saying Angry Birds is dead. What happened is simple. Everyone who wanted to play Angry Birds has already played it, often many times. Naturally, people moved on to newer and more current games. This happens to every successful mobile game, and the only way for a company to survive is by continuously releasing new games, innovating with new titles. Rovio failed miserably in doing this. Angry Birds is still installed on billions of devices worldwide, but very few people open it regularly. Its days of topping the charts are over. The franchise remains alive, but no longer dominates. Thanks if you made it this far into the video. See you all again in the next video. Until then, have a good one guys.